A number of years ago, I built a towel rack for my parents' summer cottage bathroom. Got a lot of comments. People liked the simple design. It's kind of a novel idea. As a result, I thought today I'd build another one, just to show you how I built it. It's very simple. It's any level woodworker can do. I built mine out of some scrap wood that I had. I used or traced upon a canoe paddle that I had. The canoe paddle itself is not quite the right size, but my towel rack is about 33 inches long, and the flat paddle part is about 2/3 of the length, or about 22 inches long. Just it facilitates both the a good balance, and it also will hold about 3 pegs for 3 towels or 3 coats, whatever you want to use it for. The width of the paddle that I had was 5.5 inches, and it just worked out for the boards that I have as well, and it looks nice as well. And then just a matter of tracing out. You could draw the paddle if you wanted to from scratch. I used a bandsaw to cut out the paddle. You could use a jigsaw, it would work just as well, maybe even better, and or a scroll saw, or even some sort of hand saw, whatever you have convenient, but a jigsaw would work really well. So you really don't need any kind of advanced tools or anything like that to complete this project. I use this sanding strip disc sander to round over the corners and to try and start beveling the edges to make it look more like a paddle to find off one end. The only disc I had, a sanding disc, was one that it's an adhesive disc, and the glue had been dried up, so just so that I could use it, I used some spray adhesive on the disc to try and use it, and as you'll see in a second, that didn't really work very well. Just pay attention, you'll see that that's not really a solution. Anyway, no one was hurt in that, and it's just a little bit of fun. I finished off using the strip side of the strip sander to round over the rest and to bevel the edges of the paddle, and followed up by the belt sander. It was a little bit quicker to use that with some very coarse sandpaper, and finally some finer sandpaper. I didn't go any finer than 100 sandpaper. It's going to be painted, and I still wanted to keep the rustic look of the paddle. Using the speed square, I marked out the center of the paddle. This is where the pegs will get drilled and glued in place. I actually drilled them off camera using the drill press. They are set at about 4 inches from the end of the paddle and are 6 inches apart each of the pegs. The pegs I used, and I think they might be correctly called cup holders, are 3 inches long, and that's the length of the peg from the paddle sticking out. There's about another 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch that is a dowel or tenon that is glued inside the paddle with the wood. Here I'm just drilling holes for the screws. I'm countersinking them so that the screw heads will be below. There's the first screw is between the first 2 pegs, and the last one is just in the handle part of the paddle. I'm just using regular carpenter's glue here, but if you were planning on putting this towel rack outside, you may want to use a water-resistant glue. Some people, you may be a good idea putting this near a pool or near a beach house or something. Spray painting, the best area in my workshop was to do it next to my wood storage, firewood. There'll be interesting comments seeing blue wood and the reveal. Please, if you like this, please subscribe and give a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Thanks.